Happy holidays, Gemini. Welcome to your Runescope for December 2014 with me. My name is Amanda. Just want to remind you real quickly to check out the video for your rising sign as well. If you know it, that can give you some clarification or some more information about issues that you will be dealing with in December. Of course, if you would like something specific to you and any issues you may be dealing with, just schedule a private consultation with me. I do those on Skype. It's $65 for a 30-minute session. Just drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video if you want to set up an appointment. It can take a few days for me to get back to you. It just depends on how many people are ahead of you, so please do be patient. Also wanted to let you know I do have gift certificates available through December 19th. If you would like to give a loved one a reading with me, just drop me a line and I will get that set up for you. It's a PDF. I just email it to you and you can email it to the person you want to give it to, or print it out and hand it to them or mail it to them. However you want to present it to them. Just get in touch with me if you want to do that by December 19th, please. After that, I will be out of town and unable to deliver. So just wanted to let you know that, but let's jump in, Gemini, to December 2014 and see what is cooking for you guys and gals, my gem stars. Okay. Let's see what our tarot cards have to add to the discussion. Okay, gems. Let's see what the challenge here seems to be. The challenge for December, there seems to be an interruption around communication or travel with this rune reverse, this Rado, which is the rune of communication and travel. In reverse, it just means travel is a little bit more difficult. There may be delays, and I mean, that is very common over the holidays if you're traveling home. If you are driving, please do be careful. Make sure that you have everything checked out. Make sure you have some sort of roadside assistance or something. What I'm feeling, and I've gotten this for almost all of the signs, I think, except Aquarius, that, travel is going to be delayed. So I'm feeling like there may be a lot of weather stuff going on those prime travel days. So if you can go earlier or, maybe go a little bit early or late, travel in on Christmas, you may want to do something to where you can, maneuver things so that it's not maybe as delayed. If that's not how, that will just be some of you, not for all of you. For others of you, it could be that you have been waiting on a very important communication, and either it's delayed, it doesn't come in December, or you don't get the answer you're expecting. So yeah, and I feel like for a lot of you, this could have to do with a job. Maybe you're waiting to hear back if you've got a job, or maybe you're waiting to hear back about an idea or a project that you were working on, and then you get a response and it's not what you were hoping for. But I think given the other runes we've got going on here, I really think it's kind of a minor blip in the month. It does seem for many of you to be around financial things, Gemini. Some of you, it could also be, again, we talked about, cars and stuff, but it could be your car just suddenly blips out on you. But for many of you, I feel like you will almost have been waiting for this to happen. Like maybe you've been putting off maintenance on the car, or maybe there's been a weird noise and you never did get it checked out. So yeah, for those of you who have something like that, I definitely would not drive that car. Definitely get a rental or something if you're going to be, traveling overland by car to get home for the holidays, because I don't want you to get stuck out in a snowstorm and, freeze to death. In this day and age of cell phones, you know, that's highly unlikely, but I mean, it doesn't take long to freeze depending on how the temperature is. So yeah, and again, if you are driving, just be careful. And if the weather gets bad, please, you know, get a hotel, pull off, and you know, but make sure you budget some extra money to do that if necessary. Help that's going to be available to you. If you do not hear back regarding a financial opportunity, regarding a job, or you know, if you don't get a project completed before the holiday, Gemini, because you were waiting on someone else, or you were waiting to get the word from someone else, the runes are saying don't worry about it. This disruption, whatever it is, or interruption or delay, is happening for a reason. Some of you may find out just before the holidays that, you know, something around your job, there's maybe a secret revealed, and it may seem bad on the surface. And you know what? Maybe there's just new management coming in, or maybe a lot of changes are happening on the job, or you get word in December that next year something's going to change, and everybody kind of freaks out about it because, you know, that's just human reaction to change of any sort. We're just like, wow, we've been doing it this way forever, even though it's inefficient and doesn't work, or even though it's slow. Yeah, it's something that on the surface seems bad, but is actually going to bring you joy later. So yeah, either it speeds up a process, you know, either it, if it's something that's not changing, then I feel like, okay, here's another way this can work, because we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So it's almost like some of you may hear that you're not getting a Christmas bonus, there's going to be a freeze on raises next year. There's some of you, it may actually mean actual money that should be paid to you, owed to you. But what I'm feeling is that, you know, I don't feel that whoever is sharing this information has all the information. They don't have it correct. So I feel like anything taken from you will either be pushing you to maybe get out of a job that you should have left long ago, or they're going to compensate you for it in another way. It just may not be coming in either at the time, maybe it's not going to come at Christmas, but it will come next year. There's something that some of you, that may be how this works out, that you had to kind of readjust. So if you're counting on a bonus or something in December, you may want to go ahead and start planning now, budgeting as if that were not coming through, because that way, if it doesn't, you'll be prepared or ready for that. So especially if you're watching this on the November side, you may want to budget so that you can work this out another way. I do see that a lot of you some of you may be hosting the holidays at your house, whereas before maybe you would always travel to your family home, or so a lot of you may not have to travel this year, and I think those of you who don't, that's going to be a nice relief for you. But at the same time, you may be having people hosting in your home. So but I think that's going to go very well. For a lot of you, I feel like this may be the first time you've done this, or those of you who have done it, maybe there are new people, maybe there are new in-laws or boyfriends or girlfriends coming to dinner this time. And I do see it being a very happy time. Those of you who are delayed, if there are travel delays or what have you, you are going to make it home. You are going to get there. So, unless you just decide not to go before you set out, yeah, you are going to make it. Some of you may be hoping to see someone, like a sibling or someone who can't make it at the last minute. So that may be a little bit disappointing, or maybe one of your children, can't make it for whatever reason. And it may have to do with this travel. Again, maybe it's someone else that's delayed, Gemini, and you don't get to see them this holiday. But I feel like there will be communication from this person anyway. So maybe you can Skype them. Maybe you can add them to the event, Skype them. you know, in some way. A lot of you may just find travel stressful. It doesn't have to be problems with travel. It's just, you know, maybe you just are dreading it. You know, and you kind of think about it and dread it and think about it and dread it. And then by the time it comes time to actually travel, you are, you know, it'll actually go more smoothly than you were expecting. You know, a lot of people just dislike traveling. It is stressful, you know, and it definitely, you know, but don't jinx yourself. So, you know, we do kind of we draw to us what we're constantly thinking about. So just keep thinking, keep telling yourself, oh, the trip is gonna go smoothly. I'm not gonna have any delays. There's not gonna be any backups on the highway. There's not gonna be any flight delays. Tell yourself that starting now, as soon as you're watching this, especially if you're watching on the November side, and just keep telling yourself that daily. Make it kind of your daily meditation so that you draw that positivity to you. This can also be arguments, you know, but I feel like for most of you, this has to do with travel, because I don't see any arguments. I see the holiday going actually very well. What can't be changed about December is that you have the sun, and you have Ing and Laguz. Now what those mean all put together is that you're gonna have a really wonderful time with your family. You're gonna, you know, get and give some lovely gifts. You're gonna really enjoy being around your family, and it's just gonna feel a lot more positive to you maybe than past years. Or maybe specifically when compared to last year. Maybe last year something happened that made it a little more testy or difficult than possible, the holidays. And this year, and by contrast, you're gonna feel surrounded by love and warmth, and you're really gonna enjoy, you know, seeing and being with people that you love and care about. So, and what I'm getting intuitively is that, what you feel intuitively, Gemini, is that whatever isn't quite right, you know, either within the family dynamic or whatever kind of went wrong last year, meaning, well, this year, 2014, you're gonna fix it 2015. So I think you're gonna be feeling very positive about the holidays, which is wonderful. I'm so glad to tell you, and also very positive about the year to come. So I do think during the holidays, you will be experiencing a lot of joy. There may be news of a pregnancy in the family that brings also some joy, because I got a lot of cards with children. Some of those of you who have been trying, you may find out in December, and it may be you sharing your joy that, you know, there's going to be a new addition to the family, and I think that's going to just add to the joy and excitement of the year. So, and if that is the case, congratulations, of course, you know, and I think everybody will be really excited for you and really happy. So yeah, and there may just be, you may just enjoy spending time with the children in your family, your nieces or nephews or cousins or, you know, what have you. You know, if you don't have your own children, it may just rejuvenate you to be around them. And it seems to me that there is a close bond between you. If you don't have children, it seems like there's a close bond between you and maybe a niece or a nephew, you know, and you enjoy seeing them and spending time with them, and they're just kind of like your little special kid, you know, that you love to talk to and hang out with, which is very cool, Gemini. This child looks up to you quite a lot, so you will enjoy spending time with, you know, if it's not children specifically, it's just a very young, exuberant energy. That's the word, exuberance, with the sun, which is the card of generosity and, you know, childlike joy in the holidays. So, yeah, a lot of cool things happening, Gemini, for the holidays. And how December is going to kind of end is that we got a Page of Rods coming up. So again, this could be a child or a young person. You know, often this will come up as a younger sibling, whether they are, you know, older or not. Because just your younger siblings, you know, you will always see them kind of as children. At least I do. But with the Page of Rods, this is normally a fire sign. So this is normally a Sagittarius, Leo, or an Aries. This could be your child. And it may just be, you know, you enjoying spending time with them. They may be, I feel like they're going to be on good behavior, have a lot of energy, but it'll be directed and it will be very, they're going to behave, which is always good. But no, it's going to be, and for those of you that it's not an actual child or younger person, it could be a new idea. So, there may be something, and it may go back to this. It may go back to whatever this stuff is at work. Maybe it comes from the mouths of babes. Maybe you are, stewing and just thinking about this issue, and then, out of nowhere, your niece or your child or somebody just said, or maybe your younger sibling is just like, don't sweat it, or maybe they have an idea or an opportunity for you. So it could be over the holidays, Gemini, if you're looking for a way out of the job that you are in, or if you are looking to start your own business or act on your own creativity in some way, that it could come from someone younger than you, and it can just be like a light bulb and be like, oh God, I never thought about that. Why am I still at this job? Why haven't I gone out on my own? Why don't I use my creative gifts and talents and see what happens? Maybe I don't have to work a regular 9 to 5 day job. So something about creativity, new ideas. But with the rods, if this isn't a person and it is a situation or an idea, rods normally mean action as well. So, I mean, it could be that there is an idea, but you also take action, to move forward or act on this. So even if it's just maybe emailing someone, maybe you hear about a job opportunity that's open, and stuff's going down at work the next year, and you just kind of shoot an email. So you go ahead and take that first step, for 2015. So that is what I see, Gemini. Overall, it looks good. Just be careful about those travel delays. Definitely check all your flights and all that stuff. Get your car checked out. If you've put off maintenance, get that all looked at before you set off in a car. I do want to remind everybody also, I will be posting, of course, the 2015 overview videos. Those will be up probably the last week of December. So don't forget to come back and check those out. I wish you a very happy holiday again, and I'll see you next time.